The hordes of bio-assault spores rained down in their tens of thousands, millions upon millions of Tyranid monstrosities descending upon the planet in a tide of death. The hive fleets had come to this world, and they would see all of its biomass consumed to further fuel the great Devourer's armies and push ever deeper into Imperial space. But the forces of the Adeptus Mechanicus would not sit idly by and watch their forges and ancient archaeotech and experiments be consumed. From their forges marched lines of finely trained Skitarii, backed up by all manner of mechanical creations. If this was to be their doom, then they would go down in a blaze of glory. As their forces marched out, they set a timer upon ancient virus bombs, ready to sabotage the planet and deny it from the enemy should they fall. As the hordes of aliens appeared upon the horizon, battle was joined in the grim dark universe of Warhammer 40,000. Our scenario today is from the White Dwarf Bunker, May 2025. Now, this is called Volatile Material, and we have a special rule called Unstable Munitions, where from the second battle round onwards, at the end of each player's turn, for each objective marker they control, they'll potentially suffer some mortal wounds. We have a couple of mission objectives, the first being Recover Material, where from the second battle round onwards, at the end of each player's turn, we'll score 5 victory points for either controlling 2 or more, 3 or more, or controlling more than our opponent. Limit Casualties is an endgame objective as well, where we'll score 15 VP if we've destroyed our opponent's Warlord, and if the combined points total of all of one player's destroyed units is less than their opponent's combined total, they'll score an additional 15 victory points as well. In today's game, I'm playing with the Tyranids, and I've gone for the Invasion Fleet. This allows me to pick one of a multitude of different hyper adaptations which I can pick, and I've chosen to go for Swarming Instincts, meaning I'll gain sustained hits 1 against any infantry or swarm units I attack. My force is led by the epic hero, the Swarmlord. This model is also my Warlord. For other characters, I then have a Brood Lord, Neuro Tyrant, and a Winged Hive Tyrant equipped with Heavy Venom Cannon. For battle line, there's 2 units of 20 Termagants, all equipped with Termagant Devourers. For infantry, I then have a unit of Genestealers with 10 models in it, a 3 model unit of Hive Guard with Impaler Cannons, a Pyrovore unit with 3 models, and a Zoanthropes unit with 6 models in it as well. Mitch is bringing along his Adeptus Mechanicus today, and he's playing with a Halo Screed Battleclade. This gives him the new Spheric Transference ability, where the size of the game, ours being a 2,000 point game, means we'll get 2 units. In the command phase, you can select some Adeptus Mechanicus units to have this particular keyword, and they can get a bunch of various abilities from extra movement, bonus toughness, ability to charge in advance, and stealth as well. His force is led by the epic hero Belisarius Cool. For other characters, he then has a Cybernetica Datasmith, the enhancement of the Transoracular Diode Wafers, allowing his Skitarii robots there to get all the benefits of the army, 2 Skitarii Marshals, a Tech Priest Dominus with Macrostubber, Volkite Blaster and the enhancement Cognitive Reinforcement, a Tech Priest Engineer with the enhancement Sanctified Ordnance, and another Tech Priest Engineer as well. For Battleline, he has 2 identical units of Skitarii Rangers with 10 models in them, the Ranger Alpha with Alpha Combat Weapons, Omnispecs, Arc Rifles, Plasma Calibers, and Transratic Arborquests. He then also has 2 identical units of Skitarii Vanguard, once again the Alphas with Alpha Combat Weapons, and then Omnispecs, Arc Rifle, and Plasma Calibers in them. For infantry, he then has a unit of 6 Cataphron Breaches with Arc Rifles and Hydraulic Claws, a unit of 3 Cataphron Destroyers with Plasma Culverins and Cognis Flamers, and a unit of 5 Sicarian Infiltrators with Power Weapons and Stub Carbines. For mounted, he then has a unit of Cerberus Sulfur Hounds with 3 models in the unit. One of them is equipped with Phosphor Blast Carbine and Phosphor Pistol, while one also has twin Phosphor Pistols. For vehicles, he then has an Iron Strider Ballistari with twin Cognis Lash Cannon, 2 Castellan robots in a unit equipped with Castellan Fists and Incendine Combustors, an Onager Doom Crawler with Neutron Laser, 2 Cognis Heavy Stubbers and a Broad Spectrum Data Tether, and lastly, a Scorpius Disintegrator with Ferromite Cannon. Alright, so we are all deployed down on the table for the game. For the Tyranids, we've got some Gaunts, the Pyrovores, the Zoanthropes with Neuro Tyrant, more Gaunts, the Psychophage, the, Swarmlord. We've then got the Exocrine, the Hive Guard, and the Tyrannifex on this flank, with the Gene Stealers crawling over here. While in reserve for the Tyranids, we've got the Trigon and the Winged Hive Tyrant. For the Admech, you've got your Sicarii Ruststalk Infiltrators over here, infiltrating, funnily enough. And then you've got a bunch of Skitarii Vanguard with Skitarii Marshal, Skitarii Rangers up the top, Skitarii Vanguard down the bottom. The Tech Priest Enusier, you've got your Destroyers and your Breaches out here. Belisarius Cool, a Tech Priest Dominus joining the Breaches. We've got the Scorpius Disintegrator, more Vanguard, more Rangers, more Vanguard. You then got the Onaga Dooncrawler and the Iron Strider Ballistari with some Cerberus in reserve. Sulphur Hound, sorry, in reserve. Oh, and only other thing to remember is the Castellan robots out front there as well. Today's game is brought to you thanks to local South Australian tabletop wargaming store, Tabletop Warfare. A massive thank you to their Prospect store and staff who allowed us to film our game in store. Go and check out their wide variety of miniature, board and card games and help keep this great store in our community for many years to come. Alrighty, so we're going to go for first turn roll off. So for me, I've got a 3, you got a 2, so it's going to be first turn to the Tyranids. And so pre-game move-wise, I do have the Gene Stealers making their Vanguard movement up. And then you've got your Rangers just moving up in the building there, and your other Rangers over there make their movements. Alright, so a couple of things before we get started in the round. You do have your Doctrina Imperative to do. You've chosen the one that gives you the benefit to your heavy weapons, and it also gives you +1 to hit, but also -1 to hit in melee, so long as you're within 6 inch of a battle line unit. Belisarius Cool is then going to elect to use his buff, which gives all units nearby him the benefits of cover. So with that all said, it is time for the Tyranids command phase. I've just got one thing to do really, besides gaining another CP due to Swarmlord being on the table and being my Warlord. I've then got a Neurotyrant putting his 2 little objectives out. We'll put them on the Pyrovores, and the Exocrine making them count as always in range of Synapse. So with that, we'll go into Tyranid movement. And so movement for the Tyranids sees the majority of the swarm just begin to move up the center of the table. The Pyrovores go out the flank. The Gene Stealers are going for those infiltrators over there. We have kept the Hive Guard and Exocrine at the back of the table. So let's go into shooting. Alrighty, so to begin with for the shooting, we are going to start with the Exocrine, shooting at your Skitarii Rangers up in the building there. And so we will have D6 +3 shots with him for 8. And so because we are heavy and haven't moved, it is 2s to hit. With 6s being sustained, so that's and so 2s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds. I actually would have got 2 more shots in there due to the blast special rule, so we'll roll 2s to hit, both hit, and that's another one in. And then 2s to wounds, that'll be, just 1 more. And so 5 up invulns on Skitarii, because even cover's not helping. That'll be 7. So the Hive Guard will be using their heat-seeking bugs in their guns to shoot your Skitarii Vanguard down the bottom. They're hitting on 3s, 6s are sustained. And so strength 5 sees us wound on 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so 6 saves to make your base 4 up. Alright, so just a few of these gaunts can see around the forest into your Cataphoron breaches. So we are going to be 4s to hit. 6s are sustained. And so strength 4 against toughness 7, needing 5s to wound. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3+ cover saves on your breaches. That is cocked. Come on, you got to pass the save at the... That'll take 1 down and 1 wound on another. 5 up, feel no pains though, first of all. There we go. Ah, there we go. Only 2 wounds. 2 more gaunts here can shoot from the other side, so we will try. Hey, that actually gets an extra hit in there, and they all hit. And 5s to wounds. 3. Okay. These are on your 3 up saves. Oh, only need to roll 3 of those. Oh, and then 1 5 up. Come on, let me kill one of them. No. So with that, that will be the end of the Tyranid shooting for the round. So we'll go into assault phase. And so we'll launch an assault. The Gene Stealers, they're in. And so the Gene Stealers do get in, start of the combat phase then. We will declare, obviously, going to make your infiltrators the one, the brutal or transfix, to make them -1 to hit. Alright, so other thing at the start of the combat phase, I do have to take a battle shock test due to your infiltrators. I get to take battle shock on 3d6 and choose the result I want. That'll still pass. I do actually fail because that will drop me with your -1 down to 6. That'll fail, but not going to really matter too much. Alright, so the Gene Stealers, we are 2s to hit. And so 3s to wounds, 6s to be devastating. So 16 5 up invulnerable saves on the infiltrators. There'll be 1, 2, and that's the 2 that are left gone. And so that is just consolidate for the Gene Stealers after. But that'll be the end of Tyranids turn 1. So we're going to Adeptus Mechanicus turn 1 next. Alright, so we go into your command phase. Obviously we gain command points each, both of us ticking up 1. I'll go to 3 with the Tyranids. And you then have your Halo override keyword to dish out. Obviously the Castellan robots are going to get one regardless due to your dyad wafers. You're then going to put one on the big unit of Cataphrone breaches in the center, giving them +1 toughness. Oh no, they got the bonus toughness as well. And then you're going to give the +2 into the movement to the rangers up top. So, with that said, it's time for movement. Alright, so movement-wise for the AdMech, not a lot of movement. A lot of your units are staying where they are. Cool, the big unit of breaches, your Scorpius back there, the Iron Strider, and your unit of Vanguard over here. Your Castellan robots have just gone and sort of protected the flank there. Your Onager has moved out. And then you had the Vanguard unit I shot at the top of the building has just moved out behind, protecting the Scorpius. Alrighty, so first of all, we go into your shooting phase. Your Iron Strider Balstari is going to shoot the zone threats. Before you go into shooting, I will spend a command point. I'm going to go with Rapid Regeneration. Now, because I've picked a Synapse unit, I can pick 2 Synapse units to be affected by the stratagem. And so because these guys are affected by Synapse thanks to the little token, I'm going to pick both the Pyrovores and the Zone Threats to have Feel No Pain 5+. So the Iron Strider Balstari, first of all, needs to hit on 4s. No, 3. 2. Well, yeah, it'd be 2s now. Both hit. Strength. And so that'll be 2s to wound, so I'm only T5. And so 2s to wound. Both wounds. And so these will be 4 up invons on the zone threats. Oh, one of those is a scatter dice. And another 4 up, 2 saves. So the Vanguard then are going to launch their attacks down into the Pyrovores. Alright, so first shot coming in, you're going to do your arc rifle first. And so needing a, well that hits. So needing a 3 to wound, looking for that 6 though. That wounds, 6 up save. Nope, failed. Roll your damage for D3 for 3, and then 5 up Feel No Pains, pass them all. Now your Plasma Cavalier, 1 hit. So 3s to wound, and wounds, so a 5 up save, nope. And 1 damage, so 5 up, nope, take them. So, shooting in with the rest of your rank carbines, there will be 2s to hit. So, normally strength 3, but anti-infantry 4+ means you will wound on 4s. Then these will be 3 up saves on the Pyrovores. And then, Feel No Pain. Pass none, that is a Pyrovore down. Deadly Demise on the Pyrovores. Oh, yep, so they'll do a wound to themselves. Alright, so next up we've got your Scorpius Disintegrator. It's going to shoot its missile launcher and main gun at the Psychophage, where the stubbers will be going into the gaunts there. So what are we starting with? The Theramite Cannon, its main gun. So these will need 2s to hit. Yep, 2s to hit, re-rolling 1s thanks to Belisarius Call, so they all hit. And then 3s to wound, re-rolling 1s, that is a 2, not a 1, so 2. So 6 up saves, pass 1, fail 1. 1d6 damage from that then. 5, and then Feel No Pain 5+, save another, so 4 damage. And so then the missile launcher next. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s.
Yep. I'll go for
4s to wound, re-rolling 1s. Hey, re-roll those 1s. All of them. And so 5 up saves on the sarcophage, pass 2. Damage. And let's see your damage. For 3. 5 up, feel no pains. Pass another 1, so 2 more. The stubbers into the gaunts, needing 2s to hit, sustained 1 on 6s.
And reroll. And
rerolls, of course. Well, there's a few 1s in there. And so reroll gives you an extra 2 shots in there now. And so 3s to wound. Rerolling the 1s. Okay, everything. And wow, that'll be absolutely everything. And so the gaunts have a 5 up save. And then a 6 up feel no pain thanks to the sarcophage. Takes another out, so it'll be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And next up for shooting, your Cataphron breaches in there are going to try and target the sarcophage. So you're going to have your plasma supercharging against him. Alright, so your breaches shooting the sarcophage, you need 2s to hit.
Rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s. And so then needing to wound, strength 8 into T9. So it'll be 5s to wound. And so 5s. So 6 at a 6+ save. I save 2 of them. So 5 up, feel no pains. Yeah, he's gone. And so deadly demise. No. And now 3 hazardous tests. 1 fail. And re-roll it. It's fine. Your plasma gunner here from the Vanguard down the bottom is going to shoot into the Genestealers. He's the only model that can see them, thanks to the forest blocking line of sight. Then your arc rifle will also go down into the gaunt. So we'll start with the plasma. Supercharging.
No, they don't have
3s to hit. And nothing.
Yeah, this was a 3.
Oh, 3, yep. 1 hit. And so 2s to wound. Wounds.
3.
That'll be a 5 up invuln. Saved. And then a hazardous check. And he's fine. So the arc rifle going. Hits. 2s.
The wounds.
And wounds.
-1.
So that'll be a 6 up save. Nope. So next up, you're going to have your Cataphron breaches. You're going to shoot the Pyrovores over here. 5 of them can draw line of sight. 1 of them can't see through the forest in the center. 2s to hit.
And
re-rolls of 1. So you can re-roll those 3 1s there. And then 3s to wound. And so 4 up saves. That one's cocked. Failed 2. That one's cocked as well. And so I failed 2.
3 damage each.
And then 3 damage. And so essentially, because he's got a wound, I need 3 of these to pass on the 5 ups. Not quite. He dies just. And then deadly demise. Oh, again. One other dude trying to target the Tyranids. Re-rolls. Both hit. And strength 8, you said?
Yep, toughness 12.
Toughness 12, so 5 to wound. 1 wound, a 4 up save. Nope, fails.
D3.
Alright, so then you've got your Onaga Dune Crawler. It's going to fire its stubbers into the gaunts and then neutron laser into the zone throats. Alright, so you've got 3 shots due to the blast special rule giving you a bonus shot. So, first of all, you need a hit. 2. 3s, because you did move with this one. 2s to wound. Both wound. And so 4 up invulns. Pass 1, fail 1.
D6 plus 1.
So D6 plus 1 damage. Totally forgot it's got another shot to shoot and misses. Got the extra shot because of the update to them. Completely forgot to put that in.
D6 plus
And so D6 plus 2 damage on a zone throw will be 6. And so 5 up, feel no pain. No, kills the zone throw. Stubbers into the gaunts. 3s with no rerolls. That'll be 1 miss, but 1 sustained. And then needing 3s to wound. For 5. 5 up saves. There we go. 4 saved, 1 dies. And so last unit to shoot is going to be the Skitarii Rangers into the Termagants. And so 10 shots hitting on, or 10 dudes shoot. So
2 shots.
3's to hit. Re-rolling because he's Qatari Marshal. And re-rolls. One's cocked.
Alright.
And then 3's to wound. 4 saves on 5 ups. Once again, I passed 2, fail 2. So the arc rifle next.
Yep.
1 shot. That's cocked. So let's go again. Hits. So 2s. Cool. And a save.
-1.
6 up. Nope. Not the plasma. Both hits. And then
7.
so 2's to wound because I'm T3. 2. AP -1.
2.
So 6 up Invon thanks to the zone threats. Nope, 2 fail. The Transuranic Arbor Quest to finish it off.
3, reroll 1.
Hits.
It does have precision.
Yep, shoot. And
-2.
nope. So with all that shooting done for the Admech, that is it for their turn. And so we'll go into the Tyranids' turn too. And so, beginning of the round, just some things for the Admech they're going to keep in the Doctrina Protectorate, which is just going to give them the heavy bonuses and all that again. And you're keeping the bonus on your Catalans as well, the same. So, Tyranids for my turn. I will go up 2 command points because the Sworn Lord's still alive. Cool, we'll keep out the benefit of cover as well. So I've got to redistribute my 2 little tokens. I'm going to put my 2 little tokens on the 2 big Gribblies. I do have a battle shock test for the dude over here. Now, he would have been in Synapse range. He passes his battle shock test. And so after that, we'll go into movement. Alrighty, so we are done with movement for the Tyranids. The Genestealers move across. We moved up a lot of our stuff across the center, and we did bring the Flyrant in from reserves. So, time for some Tyranid shooting. Alrighty, so the Exocrine is going to get my shooting started. He's going to shoot your Cataphron Breaches down the bottom there. We are D6 plus 3 shots for 9. He did move, so will be 3s to hit, which makes a huge difference. And then 3s to wound. That'll be 3 at -3 on the Cataphrons. And 3 5-up Invons. Fail them all, so the first one, you now have your 5-up Field Pen. The first one passes none and dies. Sorry, he mistook which ones I was shooting. The ones under there do not have the Field Pen, so that is the 3 of them just obliterated. My Impaler Cannons from the Hive Guard will then use their indirect fire to shoot your Skitarii down the bottom. So hitting on 3s and 3s to wound. So be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 4-up saves from the Skitarii down the bottom. We'll see 4 of them go down. The lone remaining Pyrivore will go into your Skitarii over there. So D6 plus 1 shots for 2. You know what? Spend a CP to reroll the number of shots. 6, lovely. So 2s to wound. And twin linked, so re-rolls to wound for 7 at -1. So 5-up saves, that'll be 6 dead. And so the zone ropes will be going into the Onager Doom Crawler. We are needing 3s to hit, 6s are lethal. So 1 lethal and 2 other hits. I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll. Oh no, so 3s to wound the Onager. 3. So 3 4-up Invons on the Onager. Fails 2 of them. You're going to choose to spend a CP to re-roll on the Onager then? No. So
I do get to.
and so these are each D6 plus 1 on the Onager for 9, 10, 11 damage. And they blow up the Crabwalker. Does it explode? On a 6. No. So the Winged Hive Tyrant then is going to shoot your Iron Strider Ballistari at the back of the table. Has D3 shots for 1 and 2 to hit. Hits. Strength 9. So 3 wounds. Wounds, -2. One 5-up invuln on the Iron Strider, fails, just 3 damage. So Swarmlord's only got 1 target. He will shoot the Castellan robot so you can see through the gap there. So D6 plus 3 shots for 8. 6s to wounds. Whoop. Nothing. So the gaunts into the Skitarii there. We are 4s to hit, 6s are sustained. And so 3s to wounds. Bring 4 into T3. 1, 2, 3 cops. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 4-up saves on the Skitarii. And so Tyranid effects going into your breaches. D6 plus 6 shots for the full 12. And so we are 5s to wounds. Wow, just once.
Wait,
so,
that before or after cover?
So before, so you'd be a 4-up save. 1 at 4 plus. No, so 2 damage. 5 pluses. Take another point of damage on the 1. And so first of my charges is going to require boxcars. The Winged Hive Tyrant into the Skitarii. Gets it. Wow. Well, that was unexpected. Winged Hive Tyrant's in. So after I've done that charge, I'm going to use Heroic Intervention with the Cybernetic Datasmith and his little robot buddies. I am going to try the 12-inch charge into the 1 Skitarii left in that building, because apparently I can roll double 6s. No. You know what? I've got so many CP, I'm going to choose to re-roll that. No. So the Flyrant is going to put all its attacks into the Skitarii. We are hitting on 2s. All hit.
Minus 1 to hit.
3 hit because you do have the negative for battle line. So we are then going to wound on 2s though. 3. 3 5-up invulns. Kill 3. Also got his paroxysm power I need to use it as well before you get fighting. I am going to choose your Castellan robots. So rolling for paroxysm, that's a 2 plus, minus 1 attack on your dudes there. And so you get to fight back, so who's going first?
Let's start with the final Skitarii Vanguard.
Cool. When he declares his attacks, I will declare my rapid regeneration, getting a 5-up Feel No Pain here. And so 2 attacks from the Skitarii, 4 pluses, both miss. So Castellan robots needing 4s to hit. They've only got 3 attacks each thanks to paroxysm. So 3 hits and 3s to wound with twin links. So reroll that 2. So 3. So 4-ups invulns. Pass 1, fail 2 damage. And 5-up Feel No Pains. Pass 1, take 5. And then your Cybernetic Datasmith is going to attack with 1 attack. So 5s to wounds. Wounds.
Minus 2.
Fail that. Damage 2.
2.
5-up in Feel No Pains. Pass both. And so with that, that'll be the end of my turn. So we'll go into scoring. I definitely control 1, 2 more. End of my turn, I do have to roll to see if the objectives cook off. Otherwise, the munitions I'm capturing on them explode. So we controlled 3 objectives at the end of my last turn. So we'll roll a dice. Right, so we'll roll off. We're going to roll for each unit. So we'll roll for the gaunts. 3, so that is 1 mortal. So 1 will die. The zone throats. Oh, 3. It'll kill a zone throat. And the Swarm Lord. Nothing happens to him. The gaunts then. 3 die. And the Exocrine. 1, sorry. And then the Hive Guard at the back. For 2. And so I score my 15 points for controlling 1, 2 and more. After all the damage done by the munitions exploding, and then we go into Admech turn 2. So Halo Creed override stuff to begin with. For the Admech, you've given +1 toughness to both the Cataphrons and the Castellans, and your Scorpius is getting the +2 movement. The Castellans will also change over to get the +2 attacks from their orders from their Datasmith. So Cole's going to select his mantra that gives him the battle line keyword and some bonus to battleship and leadership tests around him. Other than that, we gain CP for the rounds, which we have already, and we go into Admech movement. Right, so you've done a bunch of movement, moving across a bunch of your units. You did disengage over here with some stuff. As your Scorpius, though, comes across, I am going to overwatch with the Zone Throat. So let's see, can we get lucky with some 6s? No. 2d6 torrent shots though from the Neurotyrant. So 2d6 shots for the Neurotyrant for 10.
Just like
and then we are strength 5, so we're going to need 6s to wound because you are T10 on the Scorpius, correct?
Correct.
Nothing. So end of your movement as well, I have used Rapid Ingress to bring the Trigon on. So let's go into Admech shooting. And so your Iron Strider Ballistari over here is going to shoot into the Hive Tyrant. I'm going to spend a CP, or rather not, because it's going to be -1 command point from the Hive Tyrant's Will of the Hive Mind ability to give him a 5-up Feel No Pain. And I can pick another unit that's inside his range, which will be the Tyrannifex to get the bonus as well. 2 attacks hitting on 3s with sustained 1. 1 hit, no sustained. Strength 12 into T9.
How much?
So 3. Fails to wound. So you've got 2 Mechanicus pistols from the units here, both going to be shooting into the Flyrant. We're going to have to roll them separate because your Engine Seal will get +1 to hit because he hasn't moved due to your heavy benefit.
Yep.
So 2 to hit, I would say.
Yep, so it does.
2 to hit. Misses. And then the Tech Priest Engine Seer is a 2 to hit as well. +1 to hit. Hits. Strength.
6.
So 5 to wound. Wanting a 6 though, no. Castellan robots will be putting their flamers into the gaunts. And so D6 shots a piece with the 2 Incendine Combustors. For 4. And so 2s to wound. 3. So 6-up saves. Save 1, fail 2. Right, so some of your rangers at the back there can see the Trigon. So we're going to start with the Arc Rifle. So they've moved, so 3s to hit. Nope. You've got to pull out any other weapons there.
Rifles.
The rifles then, hitting on 3s.
2 hit.
And strength.
4.
So 6s.
Yeah.
Cool, we'll be starting with the Solar Atomizer going at the Tyrannifex, so 2s to hit.
D3 hit.
Oh, D3 shots first. Sorry. For 2. And 2 hits. 3s to wound.
Both go for it.
And so 6-up saves. Nope. And so 5-up Feel No Pains. +3. Alright, so you're going to start off with a CP. Eradication protocols on them, and you're shooting the Tyrannifex, so you will get to reroll hit rolls and wound rolls of 1. And so we're going to need 3s to hit. And so we are going to need 3s to hit to begin with.
Yep.
You get full rerolls due to their abilities. And we'll go to rerolls in there. And I think it's just 2 misses. And so 5s to wound with rerolling 1s. And then rerolls.
Nothing.
Nothing. Alright, so -3 on 6 saves. These are going to be 5-up saves to begin with. I passed none of them.
3 damage.
So I need to pass 9 5-ups here to live. Can I do it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I was close. Alright, so your Skitarii there are going to shoot the Zoanthropes. You can just see them around the edge of the forest. So we're starting with the Galvanic Rifle.
Into the gaunts?
Oh, into the gaunts. So starting with the Galvanic Rifles into the gaunts first.
Yes.
Both hit. 3s to wound.
Yeah.
1 wound. And no AP. 1 dies. Gonna go with the Arc Rifle next. So 2 shots. 1 shot, sorry. It's not rapid fire.
Yep, so 3 reroll.
3 cops. And misses and re-rolling. Hits.
Nice. Strength.
3 to wound.
Yep.
Wounds.
-1.
4 up in 1. Saved. Now your Transuranic Arborquest. And so 1 shot, needing a 3 to hit. Re-rolls to hit, thanks to your Skitarii Marshal. Hits.
7.
And so a 3 to wound again.
Nice.
And oh, fail. So D3 damage for 1. And so 3 is re-rolling for Plasma. Both need to be re-rolled. And re-rolls nothing. And then you did supercharge it. So no, fine. Alright, so the Scorpius there. Your Stubbers into the gaunts, your bigger guns into the Zoanthropes. Alrighty, so your stubbers into the gaunts needing threes.
Threes.
Threes and sustained 1 on these. You got 1 sustained in there. And then 3s to wounds.
Yep.
So 12, 5 up saves, no AP. Wow, 1, 2, 3. So that's 9, that is enough to take him down.
Yes.
So we're going to start with the missile launchers into the zone threats. So, getting 3s, be just 1. Strength 9, so 3s.
Rerolling.
Rerolling. No. And so your thermite cannon, 3s. All hit. Strength.
12.
So 2s to wound. Yep. And so 4 up invons. Pass 2, fail 1.
D6 plus 1.
So I'll just remove zone 3. And so with that's your shooting. So we have assault phase next.
Yeah, the Castellans are going to go into the winged high turret.
Yep. So the Castellans, they're going to make their charge.
Let's see.
I mean, you rolled an 11, they're in. So you've made your charge in. Now, before you do get struck, I can try and make paroxysm on a 2+. I don't, so that means I take D3 mortals instead for 2. Alright, so Castellans, they're going to be needing 4s to hit. With both of them going in at a full complement of attacks. So 3s to wound, re-rolling with everything. Twin length. I mean, you need those re-rolls. It's just 4 through so far. 4 and so 7. And so 4 up invons. And he's going to go down.
Sorry,
He does have deadly demise. No. So at the end of the turn, we've got to see whether your objectives or any units are cooked off. So first of all, this one, should you control it end of last turn, the Scorpius, roll a dice. That is 2 mortal wounds on it. And then on the Cataphrons as well. Yep. 2 as well. So you do control 1 and 2 objectives, giving you 10 points for the round. Thank you all for watching today's video. If you'd like to help the channel grow some more, why not consider joining up to our YouTube members? This important feature here allows us to continue to produce more and more content of the various games you like to see on the channel. It also allows you to put in requests and ask what you would like to see more of on the channel in the future. And so, for the beginning of the battle round as well, the Admech, you are going to stay in Protector Imperative. And Cool's going to keep his same canticle going, giving him the battle line keyword. We then tick up some command points, and we will go the Neurotyrant, passing out his little buffs. Alrighty, so the Tyranids have all moved up, getting closer with their gribbly claws into the Adeptus Mechanicus. And so, let's begin with some shooting.
Don't forget, still got the 5+ still on
Yep. So, we will be going with zone troops there into the Scorpius Disintegrator. So we are 3s to hits and lethals, so 2 auto hits. And strength 12 into T10, so 3 to wounds. And 3 5-ups on the Scorpius. That fails them all. So 3d6 damage. That'll be 12, 15 damage all up. And so 5-up build-up ends, you need to pass 6 to live. So 9 damage means you do live on a single wound. And so the Neurotyrant will have to shoot it as well now. 2d6 shots from the Neurotyrant for 5. They auto hit, but we need 6s to wounds. Got 2 wounds, and so 3 pluses. Fail 1, so 1 5-up. Do you live? Yes. And so for that, the Pyrovore is going to shoot it as well. D6 plus 1 shots for 7. Now, strength 6 this time, so 5s to wound. So that'll be 3 3-ups, and 1 5-up. And so we're going to use the Impaler cannons into it from the Hive Guard, indirect fire, so 3s to hit because heavy. And so we are strength 5, so we need 6s to wound. We got 1. -1, so 1 3-up. Saved. Swarm Lord will go with his Synaptic Pulse D6 plus 3 for 8. Strength 5, I do need 6s to wounds. Just 1. This is going to be -1, so 1 3 up. Saved. Alright, so the Trigon's going to have to use its Bioelectric Pulse at the Castellans. Hitting on 3s, sustain hits 2 on 6s. And so 6s to wounds. Just 1. And you will save, but no punchback. And so the Exocrine D6 plus 3 shots with the blast special rule, so it'll be D6 plus 4. 7. 3s to hit, because we did move this round.
Okay.
And strength 9, meaning 3s to wound. 4 at -3.
4 at -3.
4 6-up saves.
And then feel no pain.
They all fail. 4 of these to go through, 3 dice at a time. First one, does he survive?
How many dice?
1 dies. On to the next one. 1 takes 2 wounds. Next one. He dies. And then last one takes a wound. Alrighty, so we're going to start with the first charge, being the Swarm Lord.
He's the lucky boy.
Alright, so we'll do the Swarm Lord in a sec. First of all, we're going to charge the Trigon. He's going to go for a multi-charge, and he's in. We'll go to the Gene Stealers next, charging the Cataphrons. They're in. And then we will go with the Swarm Lord making a multi-charge into both units. So he needs 7 to get in. Fails, we'll spend a point to re-roll. He's in. Alright, so the Trigon's going to use ACP to get lethal hits versus vehicle. The Predatory Imperatives. So 12 attacks, hitting on 4s now because I have -1 to hit. So you are toughness 10, so this does mean 5s to wounds. Gets me another one. So 1 fail already, and then 4 more saves to make on the lethal. -2.
That was a...
And so 9, because they only can kill 1 model with their 3 attacks going through. Needing 5s. Oh, wow. 4, so you take 5 damage. Nice. So now the Gene Stealers into the Cataphrons. -1 to hit means we're 3s to hit, but thanks to Vanguard Organism, we are re-rolling all hits. And so we are 3s, re-rolling 1s to hit. And my re-rolls, 2 more. And so 5s to wound now, re-rolling 1s, 6 is a dev. And so re-rolling my 1s to wounds, get me another 3 devastating. And then another wound. 4 at -2, needing 5-up saves from the Gene Stealers. Nope. 5 up, feel no pains. 13 of them required to be taken.
Just all of them?
So the Brood Lord is then going to attack. Now, because all my attacks happen at the same time, I will still wound based on the toughness 8, not the Dominus's new toughness. So we are 3s to hit, all hits, 2 lethals, 5s to wound. Re-rolling because of twin links. That is 4 devastating wounds.
Okay.
So 2 saves at -2.
So that's...
And so 4 ups. Then 6 feel no pains at 5+. He takes 3.
Takes 3 that.
Alright, so Swarm Lord is going to split his attacks evenly between the Scorpius and your remaining Tech Priest. So into the Scorpius, we are needing 3s to hit. 5s to wound the tank, but I am twin linked. So 1.
4?
1 4-up save on the tank. Oh, save. Into your Tech Priest though. 3s. That'll be sustained. So it'll go to 5 hits. And 2s to... what is Tech Priest toughness actually?
4.
So 2s to wounds.
Oh, close.
5. And so 5 at -2. They are 3 damage a pop. That is 15 damage. Yeah, he won't get full no pain against that. So 15 damage. I don't think there's literally any of him left. an accurate description of what is left of that tech priest. Alright, so now the end of my turn, I do have to test for objectives, so we'll see whether this one blows up on the... that'll be 2. No, yeah, so it'll be 2, so that will kill one and put a wound on another. The Exocrine needs to test. No, doesn't get affected. The Gaunts do, and the Zone Throats take 2. So, end of the round, I will control 1, 2, and more. So I'll gain the full 15 again. One thing I've got to do, let's get these Castellan robots fighting. So, Castellan robots going, I have to spend a CP to get the 5+ Feel No Pain. So, 4s to hit. And so, 3s. Re-rolling those 2 fails. And so that'll be 6. Right, so 5 up saves on the Trigon. Pass 2. 5 ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, he's alive so far. So then your Cybernetic Adeptus attacks the Trigon as well. Yeah. 1 hit. And then strength 8, T10. So 5 to wound, does not wound. Tech Priest here actually was within 12 inch of seeing the Onager get destroyed, so it goes up to 6 attacks with his Axe of Unhappy Grumpiness, otherwise known as Axe of Vengeance. And so, needing 4s. Misses twice. And then strength.
Let's see, 6 and 6.
So, 5, so 3.
Minus 2 and 2.
So 5 ups to begin with, no, and 5 ups. Pass 2, take 4. And so, after some pile wins and stuff, that is going to be the end of Tyranids' turn. We score our points, totaling 15 again. Done our rolls to see who gets blown up. And so it goes into Admech turn 3. So beginning of the turn for the Admech, you're going to give stealth to both the Castellan robots and the Walker back there, and you're going to give the toughness bonus to the Scorpius Disintegrator. And with that all said, it is time to go into movement for the Admech. Alright, so first of all, your engine seat over here is going to heal the Castellans for 1, but also gives them their little bonus. And then you've got engine seat healing the Scorpius for 1. Alright, and so with that, let's go into movement. So, movement-wise, the Skitarii units just make a little bit of movement. Your Iron Strider moves at the back there, and you have finally brought on the Cerberus. So, let's go into Admech shooting. So, starting with your Incendine Combustors, trying to flame the Trigon for 5 attacks. So, needing 6s to wound, because I am T12. Oh no, 5s to wound, I'm T10. For 1. And a 4+ save, fails. Pistol. And then you've got a Mechanicus pistol from the Data Smith.
2.
Yep, hitting on a 2.
He doesn't get reroll, so just 2. Alright, cool.
And so wounds and saves. Tech Priest going again, 2s to hit.
Yep, 2 hits.
And 5 to wound, strength 6.
Yep, dead wounds. Nope.
Alright, so the Iron Strider is going to take its shots into the Zone Throats. I will now spend a CP to give both the Zone Throats and the Swarm Lord 5 up Feel No Pain. So 3+ to hit. Both hit.
No sustains though.
Strength 12, so 2s to wound.
Wow.
A 4 up Invon, saved. Alright, so the tank's going to use Eradication Protocols, reroll hit rolls, and wound rolls of 1. The 5+, you do get that command point back as well. You do. Yes, and so your 3s re-rolling 1s with the Scorpius into the Swarm Lord.
So
3s. Re-roll a 1. Nope. And strength.
12.
So 3s to wound.
Rerolling 1s.
Both wound. And so 4 up Invons. Pass 1, fail 1. Damage. Roll your damage for me.
4.
4. And so 5 up Feel No Pains. Pass 1, take 3. Then the missile launcher needing 3s.
Rerolling 1. Go through. Strength 9, toughness.
5s to wound.
Alright, 4 rerolls because of twin link.
Yep. And rerolls. There's no wounds there.
Nope.
Nope. And so 3s to hit. Sustained on 6s.
Yep. Rerolling 1.
Rerolling 1s, yep. There's a couple of 1s in there. And so 6s rerolling 1s to wound with those stubbers. Oh, well, those two have rolled. Alright, on the table this time.
Okay.
So 6 6s. These will be 2 up saves though. And a 5 up feel no pain. Oh, cocked. Saved. You have. Oh.
Now we're doing.
So you've got 2 units. The first here, you've got your galvanic rifles going into the zone threats.
3 full rerolls.
Yep. Oh, need your full rerolls there.
Good lord.
Wow, you hit once otherwise.
Wow, that was.
So 5s to wound.
Nope. Oh, 1 by 3. Does it have any AP? No, it doesn't.
Fails, but then a 5 up feel no pain and saves. And so then your arc rifle needing 3s to hit.
3 reroll 1.
And then strength 8 into toughness 5, so 3s to wound.
Alright, and dead wounds. Alright, do you both go for it?
Yep. 4 up invons.
Minus 1 AP.
1 save, damage.
D3.
So roll your damage for me. A 3. 5 up feel no pains. Pass 1, fail 2, so that'll kill a zone threat. And so the Marshal is going to shoot his pistol into the Trigon. Let's see what he can do. Reroll. Hits.
Strength 6.
So 5 to wound. No.
Dang.
Got 2 Mechanicus pistols. First of all, do the Tech Priest first. He's got no reroll.
Yep.
So he hits on a 3.
2 because of.
Oh yeah, 2's because he's heavy and hasn't moved. Hits. And then he needs a 5 to wound. No. And then you've got your Marshal behind, who hits on 2's, but is re-rolling this one. And so still hitting on 2's, even though they moved. Hits. Needs a 5 to wound with his Mechanicus pistol. Gets it.
Nice.
Swarm Lord. Saves. So next of all, your Galvanic Rifle. Okay, you want to do the Archivist first?
Let's see. What's.
And so the Arc Rifle, 3s, re-rolling 1. Both hit.
Dead wound, strength 8.
Yep. So 3s to wound. 4 up invons. Pass 1, fail 1. Damage
D3.
D3. For 2. 5 ups. Nope. Galvanic Rifle next.
So let's do 2, 3, reroll.
And both hit.
Nice. Strength 4, toughness 5.
Yep.
So-
So 5s. 1.
No AP.
4 up. Saved. And then the Transuranic Arborquest.
So 3 reroll 1s.
Yep. 3's re-rolling everything.
Full reroll.
3s with re-rolls for the Transuranic. Needs it to re-roll. It gets a hit. And then
Strength 7, toughness
5, so 5s. 3, sorry. 3's other way. 1.
minus 2.
And saved. And so then your Plasma Gunner at the back.
3 plus no rerolls.
Yep, 3 plus, no re-rolls.
And standard shots.
Both hit. 3s to wound. With strength 7.
Yep, that's correct.
1. That's cocked, that one, so just 1. 4 plus. Nope. So 5 up, feel no pain, saved. Alright, and lastly for shooting your Sulphurhound's going to go into the Hive Guard. Alright, so you got 1 mech pistol in there.
Yeah, let's start with him. So 1 attack.
Yep.
3 plus.
Hits.
Strength 6, dead wound.
Alright, so you need a 5 to wound, because T7. Nope. But just your base damage, so
D6.
your D6 shots.
5.
5.
I'll take that.
So 3s to hit.
Oh, wow.
Just 1.
Yeah, just the 1.
Strength.
6.
So 5 to wound again. Nope.
3 is a hit.
1 phosphor pistol hits.
Strength only 4 this time.
So still a 5. No.
3.
And phosphor pistols 1.
Strength 4, so...
5 up. Nope.
Okay, now...
And 2 sulfur breaths. D6 shots each for 4.
strength 3.
So 6s. Hey, 1.
Hey. Minus 1 AP.
Ooh.
Right, my shooting is done.
So, do you have any assaults to make?
I might as well go try with these
Yep, you're going to try the 9-inch charge. So.
D6,
Alright,
and depending on whether they succeed, this might give me a chance.
9-inch charge coming up. No, regardless. So, you're going to do a command reroll?
You know what? Sure.
Alright, so...
Come on.
No. And so the Trigon is going to attack first. We are going to need 4s to hit, sustained 2 on 6s. And yeah, and then needing what toughness are they currently?
They are...
Cool. So 5s to wound. 1, 2, 3, and 1 cox. 4. 4 pluses. Look at that.
Save 2, miss 2.
So 6 damage. So 6, 5 up, feel no pains.
Make 3 of them.
But fail 3. Which means... And so Belisarius is going to attack Gene Stealers. He is -1 to hit due to being transfixed by the Broodlord.
So, 3.
So 3s to hit.
Alright.
Strength 5, so 3s to wound. Just 1. 5 up Invon. Failed damage.
1.
And so his axe next. Hitting on 3s because -1. So 2s.
Right. -2.
So 5 up Invons. Pass 1, fail 1. So 2d6 attacks from the Mechadendrite Hive. Ooh, 11. Okay, 4s to hit with the Mechadendrite Hive though.
Let's see. Ooh, not very good.
4s to wound. 4.
No AP.
5 ups. Pass 1, fail 3. Swarm will put all his attacks in the tank. I'm going to spend a CP to give him lethal hits. So 3s. Oh, wow, he rolled really badly. 5 1s in there. And re-rolls. Just 1. Wow. 4 up. Saved, wow. So 6 attacks from the Castellan Robot into the Trigon, hitting on 4s.
Yep, 4.
2 hits.
And 12 reroll.
So 3s to wound. Re-rolling.
Yep, they both go through.
And fail. Deadly Demise. Nope. So Gene Stealers into Belisarius. Cool. We are hitting. And re-roll the hits. And so that's much better. Alright, so we are 5s to wound, 6 is a dev. So 1, 2, 3 devastatings. So 7 saves at -2. He's already taken 3 from devastating.
So it's 4.
And that is another 2 wounds. And so the Broodlord hitting on 3s. And then strength 6, so wounding on 5s. Twin linked, luckily. 1, -2.
Alright, so that's 4.
Yep.
Save.
Saved. And lastly, the tank does get to punch back.
Random.
So the tank,
4.
yeah, regular hit, 4s. Nothing. And so that will be the end of the AdMech turn. We do have your tank needs to take a roll because it's on an objective.
Just...
Yep, so it takes 2 mortals and dies.
Feel like...
It's got feel no pain, so 2 5 ups. It needs to pass both. It doesn't. Your
I
tank,
had to pass 1 because it's got 2 wounds.
does your tank blow up from the mission special rule? No.
No.
You got killed trying to get objectives, so which
believe it.
means you only get 5 points for the round.
Yeah.
And so with that turn, the fact that you're only going to score 5 this round means you would have to do max scoring and I not score a thing in my next 2 turns, which just isn't a possibility. You possibly could get your max scoring, it's that I don't think you can stop me getting 5 points somewhere.
No.
So it is victory to the Tyranids, a very bloody one at that. Thank you all for watching. We hope this battle report was enjoyable for you, and if you did enjoy it, please go check out some of our others in the playlist on the channel. If you have any questions, please drop a comment down below, and while you're there, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join our Discord server to check out all of our future wargaming content.